Hi guys, new day, new project. Today we had the presentation of the new tower in DIFC, which will be developed by DIFC itself, DIFC Developments, and it's one of the last floors within DIFC. As you know, it's a developed area, Dubai International Financial Center, and it's actually one of the existing parking lots. It will be demolished, and there will be this beautiful residential development. So now we're going to have a presentation, broker's presentation. I'm going to record this presentation for you, and there at the end you will see the process for the bookings and the expected launch. It will be around mid of April. So guys, let's watch presentation together.
Residential floors with a total number of floors being 47. When we talk about the breakdown of those units within the tower, we're looking at 1 beds, 2 beds, 3 beds as apartments, but we also have 8 units of 3 and 4 bed duplex in the tower which sit on the higher floors. In terms of breakdowns, we have 3 layout types of the 1 bed, we have 2 layout types of the 2 beds, and we have 1 layout type of the 3 bed. So it basically starts at floor 10, but because we have the podium level, so there's 32 residentials. Yeah, so basically on paper it'll say floor 10, because basically it goes up to floor 42, okay, as residence. But floor 42 on paper for the units is level 47, because we have the commercial everything below, okay? Don't worry, you're not the first one that's asked. So amenities and facilities, these are situated on floors 9 and 10. The full floor of level 9 is going to be the mixed use of the swimming pool, the gym, family lounge. We'll also have a co-working space, as well as half the floor of level 10. You're going to be seeing some of these amenities facilities as well. Residents, they're starting on level 10, which is half a floor, and then from floors 11 up to 42 is where you're going to be having the residents within the tower, with floor 26 being an MEP floor. Floor plans, there are more, but this is just to give you a general insight into it. As you see, the sizes of the units are large. As you guys know, working in the market, it's very hard these days to find a development which has unit sizes, especially for 1 bed of this type of size. As you probably know, 871 square foot. A lot of developers today are pushing 2 beds into the market for that size. 2 beds, 1,300 to 1,400 square foot. As mentioned, we have the 2 options. So we have the 2 bed without maids, and then we also have the 2 bed with maids in the tower. 3 beds, 1 size, sitting on each corner on the higher floors, 1,756 square foot. So these mirror themselves up the tower. 3 bed duplex, 1 size, so there's 4 in total, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, or let's say 2 either side. But once again, these units mirror themselves, they sit on the same floor, which is level 47, floor 42. 4 bedroom duplex, so we've got 2 types, 2 on the back, 2 on the front, 4 units in total that we have here. Representing the big X, which you can see there on the upper floor, that represents a double height ceiling. Across the whole project, floor to ceiling height is going to be 3 meters. That double height that you have there is going to be 6 meters elevated. Few renders just to give you guys an understanding in terms of the look, the feel, what's being offered in each individual unit. So as you see here, this is one of the 1 bed corner units that we have. Floor to ceiling height is going to be that 3 meter elevation, and as you see, there's no disruption in terms of the views because it's glass throughout the whole way of the unit. Every single unit is going to have a fully integrated kitchen. They're going to be unfurnished. In the lower tiers, so in other words, tiers 1 and 2, where you'll have the 1, 2, and 3 bed standard apartments, we're going to be using the likes of Bosch. But when we get to the duplexes and when we get to the duplexes that we have there, it's going to be an elevated form of material they're using. So in other words, they'll be using the likes of Miele throughout the course of the kitchen space. So that's there, as you see, the living space, the kitchen area that we have in the duplexes. That'll be the kitchen of the duplex. As you see, The finishing in the kitchen is slightly different to what we had in the standard residence. Here's a kitchen of the standard residence. As you see there, fully integrated kitchen for what we're offering. And once again, in the bathrooms as well. Starting price of the project. So a lot of people will ask, what's the starting price of all the units? Sadly, right now, what we have in hand as information, because it is the second day that we've been doing these broker presentations for you guys, right now the starting price we have is 2.4 million. As more information comes out over the course of, let's say, the coming days, the coming weeks, we will be sharing this information with you, but it's still being finalized. So as it stands, 2.4 is the starting price. So I'm sure if you take the smallest unit, 792 square foot, divided that by 2.4 million, you'll figure out the rough starting price per square foot for the project. And of course, if a lot of you work in the DIFC area or previously or in the past, I'm sure you can do the maths in regards to figuring out how much we'd be elevating as you move up the tower. Payment plan. So it's a 70-30 payment plan. So this goes over the course of 4 years, with the completion of the project being in September 2029. In a nutshell, the best way that you need to remember, or if when you're pitching this to your clients, is they're paying 15% per year over the course of the next 4 years. As you see, 5% is the reservation. Within 1 month, which is May, they'll be paying another 5%, at which point they sign the SPA. But also they need to pay the 5% land registration fee, as well as the 100% ROC, which is real estate registration fee here in DIFC, because it's a free zone, it's not standard Dubai Land Department regulated. As you see with the payment plan, it goes October, April, October, April, October, April. Very simple, very straightforward. So in other words, they just need to remember that those 2 dates every year leading up to the completion is when they need to make a payment. 30% they pay September 2029. If there's a client who's looking further down the line to resell, as long as they pay 30%, they can get the NOC, they can resell. In terms of the sales process, so this is just to give you a better insight. We do have the QR codes. One will come up on the screen, but if you can't get it outside on the screens, they have them as well. So yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we'll be doing these briefings for you guys. There is a link on that tag, which you can register your client, into the system to show that interest. On the 11th of April, you'll get a link if you've registered, to which you need to upload the client's documents, okay, to which you'll get that email to you guys. On the 14th of April, after the 11th, you'll receive another link. You click that link, and then at 1 p.m. on the 14th is when you book your appointment to come here to book a unit. So you can choose the unit, get the price, and we'll have somebody in finance here to which you can make that payment to. That will happen on the 16th of April, okay? So it's a booking system that we have. If you don't have the booking, you won't be able to get a unit. So ensure that all the information is correctly filled out. If you put one name on the booking form and you turn up with a different client, you will be turned away. So they're being very strict in terms of this booking process that we have for the sales, due to the high level of demand that we have for the project.
So that was the presentation. You can see all of the details, the layouts, the floor plans. The starting price for 1 bedroom is around 2.4 million dirhams. And if you'd like to receive more information, the brochure, the floor plans, you can contact me. My contact details on the screen. I can share the information. We can submit the expression of interest, register you actually for the launch event, and then on the time of the launch, on your behalf, hopefully we can get you a good unit. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in my next video.